it's Chatty Abby and Jeremy. We're back with the Justice League again. We're going to start with the finale.
Yep, so the finale of Justice League is called Starcrossed, and as I mentioned before, there are 7 Justice League members right now. Superman, Batman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, Hawk Girl.
Yeah.
And
So 2 women.
Yep, so 2 women. I think that might be part of the reason why Hawk Girl was included, is to have more women.
You already did Justice Lords. Now if you had a whole all-men heroes up in the sky. Now that's some real toxic masculinity. Or
toxic.
When it's like all patriarchy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Patriarchy, superhero nonsense. Anyway.
So, the main idea behind the finale is that Hawk Girl, this entire time in the show, has been a spy for her home planet, the Thanagarians. And so now, the Thanagarians have shown up to Earth in order to defend them from another alien empire. And
because Hawk Girl has been there, being a superhero in the Justice League for like 2 years, Earth is very welcoming of these aliens because they're familiar. They know, so when they come in and are like, there's a war coming and we're gonna protect you, it kind of makes sense. They're like, oh, okay, and then they like jump on board because they've planted this idea from the beginning. So a lot of the Justice League are aliens at this point. So Batman, Green Lantern,
and Flash,
and Wally, all 3 of those are humans. The other 4 are all aliens. So you have Superman, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman's not an alien, she's a demigod. But she's not an Earth, she's not a human.
But she's not a human either.
Yeah.
So she's not an alien. So there's 3 aliens and then a demigod. So you have Superman, Manhunter, and Hawk Girl, all aliens. So she has wings. Yep. And a weird helmet that makes her have a beak nose.
It's a very ugly helmet.
It's awful. I really hate it. Anyway, so, okay, since we're going to be going into Hawk Girl on this episode, I'll give you my first impressions of Hawk Girl from a previous episode we talked about in the last video. She's really rough around the edges and very brusque and very rude. And I didn't like her. I don't like her little outfit thing. I don't like the way she behaves. I don't like anything about her. And I see her interacting with the Green Lantern specifically, and they specifically don't get along. And she's specifically awful to him. And then we get to this finale, and him and her are dating.
I cut out a lot of episodes. There's a lot of context you're missing out on.
But I was not happy about that. I was like, oh, gross, he's dating her. Because, like I said before, loved the Green Lantern from the first episode I saw of him. Got very attached to him, got very attached to Wally. First time I met Hawk Girl, I was like, why did they let her on the team? She's awful. And Jeremy said, well, she was there when they did the war, and she's got this magic little hammer thingy, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, fine, she's on the team. So I didn't even like that she's on the team, let alone dating my favorite character. I was very upset. Because he deserves somebody nice, and she's not very nice at all. I didn't like her. And then when her home planet shows up and they're like, oh, the war, and we've sent her here as a spy. They tell everybody this. We sent her here as a spy 2 years ago. And everyone's like, oh, okay.
We secretly sent an advanced agent to Earth to learn more about your people.
You mean she's a spy? Cool.
She was spying on us.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
I'm like, I knew it. I knew she was evil. She's awful. I don't like her. And then, she turns out to be bad. And she's dating Green Lantern. And she has a fiance who's a different Birdman guy with the wings.
So, what else aren't you telling me?
Well,
Darling, at last.
She's a big fat cheater. That's what she is.
Yep.
Oh, and I asked that the first time I saw her because she said something about, oh, I can't go home to Thanagarian. I'm like, why can't she go home? What are you talking about? You can't go home. Like, Superman can't go back to his planet because it's gone, right? Manhunter can't go back to his planet because it's gone. So it's like you know, but you get like this sense that she has a planet back home, and we're like, why is this alien person here on our Justice League if they have a whole planet back home? Well, turns out because she's a spy, and not a very nice one. I feel like if you're a spy, you should try to make people like you, but nobody likes her except Green Lantern for some reason.
You were needlessly disrespectful. Standard interrogation technique. I was bad cop.
You're always bad cop.
Why play against type?
Anyway, and she doesn't even warn him like, oh, hey, by the way, my fiance is going to be showing up. Or, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so then it turns out that she didn't really know the plan because she hadn't really been in communication with her planet for the last 2 years. She was just sent there to so they could kind of like have their situation assessed. So they show up and go, we know your defenses are really weak, and we sent a spy 2 years ago. Ding, 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 ding. Like, those are really bad markers. Like, and all the leadership was like, oh, okay. Like,
well, there was one guy who's kind of like, no.
But can we trust the Thanagarians? We don't know anything about them.
We know they came here and risked their own lives to help us.
Like angels from heaven? Sorry, princess. I'm not buying it.
They are for sure evil.
this is a bad idea.
This is a very bad idea. I don't trust one word that they're saying. What do you mean one alien ship showed up and you guys just happened to be in the neighborhood to save us with an entire army of ships?
So within like days, they've like taken over the whole Earth, and they've locked everybody down and say everybody must be inside and everybody has to know blah 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 and rah, rah, rah.
We are here to serve the people of Earth. We serve the people by making certain that you do what is in your best interest. What is in your best interest is to do as we say. Only by obeying us can we serve you.
And it's a whole thing. So then she discovers the plan, and the plan is they're going to build a thingamabobber on Earth, and they're going to use it to defeat this other people, but in the process, Earth is just going to blow up, and it's just the side effect of war, no big deal. But since she's been there for 2 years, she's like, I don't know, can't you do something different other than blow up billions of people? Is it billions?
Yeah, it's billions.
Yeah, she's like, there's billions of people here. What do you mean we're gonna? And he's like, it's us or them. And she's like, so then she switches back to the other side because she's like, I'm not gonna let you blow up Earth. So by the end of the whole thing, she's made everybody mad.
Everyone.
I never liked her to begin with. But her home planet's like, we lost the war because of you. And Earth is like, you were a spy, traitor, cheater the whole time. So she's just kind of like, now she can't go home and she's barely welcome on Earth. And then once she's in that position, just following her storyline through, then I start liking her a bit better. One thing is she stops wearing the stupid beak on her face. And she looks a lot better. And I like that a lot better. She wears a different outfit too that I think is just more flattering and cuter. And she just becomes a whole lot cuter. She becomes way less annoying because she's a lot more humbled and she's like kind of sad. Then I just kind of feel bad for her. And I like her at this point. And now that I do like her, she's no longer dating Green Lantern. They broke up. Because she had a fiance the whole time she was dating him. So of course they should have broken up. But it's just like, ugh, as soon as I start liking her, man. I just can't like anybody this Green Lantern dates, apparently. Because we'll get into that later, but his next girlfriend I don't like any better. Anyway. So, yeah, why do you like the finale so much?
Yeah, I like the finale because it's another picture of the totalitarian government that the Justice League decides to fight. And it's even closer to what the Justice League does. Because, you know, with War World, it's kind of like we have all these fights in order to get people to forget the fact that they should be working, you know, the economy is bad, all the infrastructure of the whole planet is just complete trash. Now we've got a functioning world where people are still allowed to kind of do their jobs, but they're not allowed to go outside, and it's in the name of protecting them.
Always.
Which is a lot closer to what the Justice Lords do. And,
yeah.
And also because...
And it's only temporary, guys.
Right. They say it's only temporary.
Because you'll be dead in a few weeks, so don't worry about it.
And also because you get to see the ramifications of Hawk Girl spying, and you also get to, like Abby said, see the shift in her character from, you know, being super rude to everyone and starting a fight in every scene she's in, to not really wanting to fight anymore, just kind of being like, what is even the purpose of my life?
Is this my destiny? To be a destroyer? To betray yet another friend?
Yeah.
What do I even do? I mean, my whole life, all I've done is fight. And now I don't have the will to fight. Is there any point to my life?
Because they'd show up someplace and she'd just start swinging at whoever.
Why aren't you at the trial?
We couldn't stand it anymore.
Jon Stewart's made us all look bad.
Cowards!
And it's like, well, you should probably figure out what's going on before you start just hitting people. Like, like, but yeah, so she really grows a lot through that whole thing. And having everybody hate her from every which side. Everyone.
Except for Wally.
And
Wally
then,
still likes her. And Alfred still likes her.
Can Wally and Alfred hate anybody, though?
I don't know.
Does the Flash even have enemies?
Even Flash's villains are in love with him. There's like a bar that all of his villains go to, and he shows up to the bar and is like, "Hey, trickster, are you up to your tricks again?" "Yep." "Why don't you just go back to jail?" "Okay, Flash, see you later."
Listen, James, you're wearing the suit again.
I am? Well, what do you know?
Here's the deal, buddy. Tell me where those guys went, and I promise to come see you in the hospital. We'll play darts. The soft kind.
Okay. They're gonna ambush you at the Flash Museum.
You caught me again.
Thanks for checking up on me. I guess I'll make different choices.
He's like, what are the other villains doing? "Oh, they're doing a plot to kill you. They're gonna be here. This is what you need to do to stop them." "Okay, thanks, trickster. See you later."
Because, like, I don't even see how Wally could have villains, because I just feel like everybody would like him so much.
Well, Grodd really hates him. I didn't show you that episode.
Grodd. What a terrible name for
Grodd is a super intelligent, mind-controlling gorilla. Yeah, that's why I didn't show you that episode. Grodd hates Flash.
Probably because I don't think gorillas move very quickly.
Stand still and fight me, you simpleton!
Oh, yeah? Well, you're naked.
Well, that's why he has mind control. And Wally's not too bright either.
But he's a sweetheart.
Yeah. And, you know, the other villains just don't like Wally because he stops them from stealing. So...
It's really sad because I really like this whole Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this Batman. The Superman doesn't bug me. I actually really like that he goes evil. I feel like it gives him more dimension. I find it's like exploring Superman's evil side is kind of cool, in my opinion. You know, Martian Manhunter, I don't feel like I got to know through the episodes we watched. Maybe there's more with him in him.
There's a lot more.
And yeah, so I didn't really get much of a feeling for him. He's kind of a stoic person. So, but then the women, I hate how Wonder Woman's dressed in this show, and it's just super annoying. And I just feel like she'd be cold all the time. Like, go up into space and she's not wearing any clothes, and just kind of bugs me. And I mean, she doesn't have much of a personality, so I'm just kind of about Wonder Woman in this one. But I don't hate her. But then the only other girl's Hawk Girl, which I hate. So then it's just kind of annoying. I like Lois Lane. I think of all the women they present. I think we meet Superman's mom at one point.
Yeah, Superman's mom is really nice.
She's really nice. I liked her. So it's not like I hate all the women in this show, whereas Jeremy likes this one show where I hate every woman in the whole show. I'm like, this is probably why mostly males like this show. So I didn't feel that way, but I definitely wasn't a fan of the female heroes in this portrayal as much. Whereas when we did Young Justice, I really liked the girls and the guys pretty much equally. I didn't feel like every single girl was annoying, so that was nice.
Not everyone can be held to the standard of Young Justice.
Yeah, it's a good show. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.